Hello and welcome back to Locator Gaming. I'm Zach. I'm continuing on with my Stars of Akarios campaign. We just finished up a space battle and we are now in some space exploration, the first actual space exploration of the game. So we are supposed to be finding scenario 8 on D 3.2. And kind of like an idiot last time, I was like, I didn't know if 2 was going to be up here or down here. I guess I could have looked at the card and saw that 2.2 was up there. So 3.1 is here. 3.2 is likely here. We have got 3 supply on the Sparrow at the moment. So I've also got, there are 2 event cards for this system here out that if we run across something that says we have to do a random event, we'll have to randomly draw one of those. And I've got the other space exploration cards for this system here. So everything kind of takes a supply, and we need to get here. We've got 3. So I think I'm just going to go up and over. So we're going to explore 2.2. So we take a supply. We take card 2.2. We put it out. We move the Sparrow there. Now there's an exclamation point here, so we have to do a random event. So we've got 2 here. We'll go 1 through 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, so it's going to be that one. Power fluctuations. Throughout the Sparrow, alarms are blaring and lights blinking as power fluctuates across the ship. The sound of systems powering down before coming briefly back to life is everywhere. Then grease can be heard over the comms, crackling with interruptions. Experiencing some kind of power surge that's fluctuating badly. The hangar bay, power levels dangerously. The fighters on charge must surge that could. Get to it, pilots. Okay, we've got 2 choices. We can either disconnect the recharging fighters in the hangar bay, or use the fighters' batteries to put a charge into the ship's systems. So power levels dangerously. The fighters on charge must. Surge that could. So it doesn't say if the power is low. If there's going to be a surge, let's disconnect the recharging batteries. So we're going to choose A. Shortly after the fighters are disconnected from the Sparrow's grid, the whole system goes down. The ship is covered in darkness. Grease will have a ball getting this back online. The Sparrow loses 1 supply. Okay, so we chose poorly. The fighters' batteries are... Oh wait, that's result B. So B is what they wanted us to pick. All right, so... And then this is done for the entire game. So I need to figure out how to separate events in systems that are done. Okay, so we could do 006 now. 006 is a side mission because it's blue. That's our last supply. So if we do actions and we don't have supply, then we take stress on our pilots. I've been able to manage stress, and if we get into a space combat, we can always recover or rest or whatever it's called to get rid of stress. Okay, I'm going to use our last supply and do 006. Most of the asteroids in this belt are just barren rocks floating in space. However, a few seem to contain high concentrations of minerals that can be easily converted into a fuel source for the Sparrow's propulsion systems. Reward: the Sparrow gains 3 supply. And we get barren rocks as an achievement. Okay. Learn to play. Resume space exploration after finishing a scenario which started from a scout action unless you are directed to go to a scenario. So since it didn't tell us to go to a scenario, we just go back to space exploration. Okay. Okay, we've got 3 supply. It's going to take us 1 to move into here. And it said that it's in sector 3.2. Yeah, I think I'm okay with the stress though, because I'm kind of like a completionist. I kind of want to see everything, so I'm trying to figure out how I can go here and here to see what's over in 3.1. If I explore, that's 1, and explore, that's 2. Depending upon what's there, that could be 3. All right, we're going to explore 3.2. Well, it's like explore and move. Okay, there's a lot happening on this card. So there's a wormhole that we can't use. There's scenario 8 that we're supposed to find. Or entry 8. I don't know if they're all scenarios. Whatever. There's 121. And then down to 3.1. Yes. If I do 008 now, I mean, I still have supply, but I'm thinking that I don't know if I'm going to be able to come back to space exploration or not. Whatever. I'm going to use 1 to go down to 3.1. Okay, so there's another side scenario, and the other event is here. All right. Closing in on the signal, the Sparrow draws within range of a small freight hauler. At first it appears to be completely inert. However, a closer inspection reveals that it is in fact active, although barely. It's running on minimum power for some reason. As if in greeting, a short data stream is emitted from the vessel. It turns out to be simple text. Fuel cell ruptured, backup nearly empty, minimum power, life support failing, please help. They must really be on low power if they're not willing to use video transmissions. So we can either connect the Sparrow's fuel line feed to the freighter quickly, we'll lose a supply, or it seems suspicious, leave it and call their bluff. That's our last supply. If we do that. Yeah, and if I want to examine 07, so that would be 1, 2, 3 stress. That doesn't do anything. You don't get miss cards on world exploration, I don't think. I'm gonna help him. This could be dumb. As the fuel flows into the freighter, lights flicker on across the vessel. Soon you're receiving video messages of the crew expressing their thanks. We've been stuck out here for more than a week on minimal life support, hoping someone would come by. Thank you for your generosity. You saved all our lives. The freighter disappears into the distance, and Perkins scratches his chin and comments, I know they say a good deed is its own reward, but personally, I would have liked something tangible. Cash, upgrades, something shiny. Okay, so we got nothing for that. Okay, I'm gonna do 7, so everybody's gonna get a stress on their pilot boards. Hopefully this gives us some supply also. You can't do this if you have crashed craft as an achievement. Story. Initial scans of this region indicate little of interest other than a small comet passing through. As the Sparrow gets closer, it becomes clear that it's not just a comet. There are the remains of a small craft crashed on its surface. Fortunately, the comet isn't very dangerous, and a quick recovery mission is sent to investigate. The remains of the craft are mostly just wreckage. However, some components can be salvaged with little effort. Oh, we get 10 credits. And the achievement crashed craft. Crashed craft. Okay, so I need to look up the thing about credits. So we're going to move again, which is another stress because there's nothing else to do on that tile. And the Sparrow just moved backwards. And then we're going to take another stress to examine 008. All right, so we have to have the end of Medalia, which we have. Objective, recover the repair package from the Chosek Moon base. The journey is slow and anxious. None of the other pilots you talk to know who the enemy was or what they wanted. Most of the crew are too shaken up by the genocide to talk much anyway. Without the benefit of a warp drive, the Sparrow limps to Daboth Major without incident. Using the debris in the area from the destruction of the Medalia, the Sparrow charts a course that keeps it off any potential enemy sensors. Everyone files into the briefing room. It is painfully obvious that there are far fewer chairs being occupied than when you last sat here only a short time ago. Standing in front of the large display, Captain Soma begins. We are in orbit around Chosek, the third moon of Daboth Major. You can be forgiven for not being familiar with it. It's a classified location known only to select high-ranking officials. Intrigued looks are exchanged between the groups in the room as Soma continues. Our current situation is more important than Chosek's classified status. All you need to know is that it's a military base and it offers a vital chance to repair and refuel. So then there's a section that we would read if we had home base as an achievement, but we don't. The captain clears her throat and continues. We have hailed Chosek, however, no one has been answering. The enemy may already have been there. You will be provided with an inventory of what we need to repair the jump drive, but let me stress something. This is a retrieval mission only. We have no indication that anyone is operating this station, so we have to assume the worst. Treat anyone you meet with suspicion, and stay in constant communication with the Sparrow. Soma looks down, momentarily, showing fatigue. We've lost too many good people today, far too many. So be careful out there. I do not want to lose any more. After landing your fighter, one look around tells you the place was abandoned in a hurry. Blaster marks are visible all around. A couple of ships are upended nearby, as if they crashed just after takeoff. Containers are strewn about. What happened here? There's no one to be seen, and you're glad to note no bodies either. Your optimism does not last, though, as you soon notice trails of blood from the area. Has the enemy struck here already? Your squad has descended to the Chosek moon and are about to embark on world exploration. Read rulebook pages 29 to 32 to learn how to set up and play world exploration scenarios. So set up the Chosek moon world exploration. And our objective is to recover the repair package from the Chosek moon base to fix the Sparrow. Okay, so I'm going to need to throw in a cut here to set up world exploration. So let's move the sparrow off there. Yeah, so I'll clear the space exploration off, I guess, and get world exploration set up. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to read through the world exploration rules again. I think I've got it. I'll stay zoomed in like this probably. If there's something that becomes relevant as far as like health or energy or stress for like Starla up there, then I can always zoom out, but I'll probably just be talking through what the characters have left and stuff. We probably should look at them. So Starla, 6 health, 1 across the board as far as skills go. And she's got some green on her, so she might not show up too great, but that's what Starla's going to look like from above. You've seen her in the intro video. So she's the one with the yellow on her outfit. Yeah, outfit on her armor or whatever. Enver's 5 health. He's got 1 strength, 2 whatever that is. Maybe it's dexterity or something. Nothing for his mind, and 1 charisma. Is that maybe something like that? It says in the book. And actually, it says on the back of the book, dexterity, charm, intelligence, and strength. And Violet Ray is a specialist. 2 dexterity, 2 intelligence. No extra strength or charm. Violet Rays are tall, lizard-looking type of character. And Enver's like our ranger or looks like a ranger, should be out in a forest somewhere. Got some black cubes off to the side here to use to mark things that have already been explored. So, we've got some tracks here. Since we're playing 7th Continent now, there must be hunting up where these tracks go. Just kidding. It's only 1 die to move up there. I'll show you what that card looks like. So we can go for 2 dice through these walls, I guess. Maybe there's a door there. And for 1 die, we can go up. Let's go here. I'm just assuming that the map's going to go out this way because those are the 2 directions that the arrows will take us. Off of this tile. Who knows, it could go down. We'll switch it around if we need to. All right, what do we want to do? Starla is our kind of all-around ones across the board person. Maybe we should send Starla somewhere first. We don't really need any special checks right now, so we're going to go here. And with the moves, I think that means you... First time we're doing world exploration, so I need to check this out. So explore and move. Reveal and place face up the indicated adjacent unexplored world exploration card. Move the pilot miniature to the explored card. But then do we read the entry? Because it has a scenario book entry. I think we still do. I mean, it doesn't say to do that, but I'm assuming we still do. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. So, all right, let's just start having some fun. So Starla's gonna use 1 die. Doesn't matter what it is unless it comes out stress. Okay. So that's 4 stress already. You don't have to worry about thresholds on the planet, but if you get to 10 stress every stress you take after that starts taking your health away. What else? Oh, we have to take an energy down at the start of a round. Forgot about that. So everybody's with 3 pilots. You start at 8 energy, so everybody's down to 7 energy. Hey, there could be a handy. Hey, there is a handy dandy world exploration card. Reduce energy, pilot actions. Yes. Okay, so her pilot action was 1 die to go up, so we need card 3. Was there a 0-1 entry? Maybe we should have read that. What's that smell? Everywhere you look are indicators that something awful happened here. Stations in disarray, smashed up equipment, smears of ooze. At least it isn't fresh. Okay, I don't think that those are actually scenario book entries now that I look at it, because, so ignore everything I just read, because this is the card that we just got. Okay, there's some blood and a crowbar, and it's 0-2. That's a entry. Okay, yeah, so we wouldn't read 0-2 when we did this. So nothing to read, but Starla did move there. And let's have her look at this crowbar, I guess. Now we don't have to finish Starla's turn before somebody else goes. But let's look at the crowbar. Let's just not roll any more stress. Okay, that's fine. Now we get to read entry 2. Come back here, book. You crouch down and find a crowbar caked in blood. On your left is a set of footprints leading north. Gain +1 strength for the remainder of the scenario. Sweet. Now, how am I going to remember that? Let's put a 1 die above her strength. See if that helps. And we might as well just keep moving her. It's not stress, that's fine. So she goes to 4. Oh, let me show you. So there's a body and a couple of things to look at. So 0-7 is intelligence. It's repeatable, but you need 3. Green is movement. You need 3 movement. But who has good intelligence? Violet Ray. Okay, so she moved up there. Okay, there are no arrows going up from this one. So should I zoom in more? I think it's okay. I think we'll be all right. Oh wait, I'm supposed to mark that I've already done that, right? We can move it over a little bit like this. There we go. All right, Violet Ray. She gets a +2 to intelligence. Let's go with Enver first. Let's go through 0-2 here. Oh, another stress. Okay, so this one has a stop and read thing on it. Wow, there's lots of stuff to read here. Check out something there. There's some papers. Okay, but Enver has to read 0-1. Okay, this is the one I started to read. What's that smell? Everywhere you look are indicators that something awful happened here. Stations in disarray, smashed up equipment, smears of ooze? At least it isn't fresh. I guess that accounts for the smell. Hopefully the items you need are still in working order. What do we need? We need the repair package. So we have to find the repair package, I guess. Not I guess. I mean, it clearly says that's the scenario goal. We've got 2 dice left. We have 1 strength. Starla has 2 strength, but now Starla's all the way up there. It's like a bloody. Is that a gun or something? What is that? I'm gonna look at it. So I'm doing 15 here. Oy. Okay, starting with 3 stress. Could be a problem. Let's mark it off. You reach down to pick up a gun and clean off the blood. There are spent casings littering the ground. This doesn't appear to have saved its last owner. All right, so that did nothing for me. Violet Ray has no strength, so that's not going to help here. Enver has 1, and you need... the right stuff to get through there. I'm going to send Violet Ray up here to use her 2 intelligence on this up here. So we have to use 1 die to move. Oh man, stress is killing me. Another die to move. Oh no. And I'm going to do 21 first, and then we'll do 7 next time. Okay. So 21. You examine the body on the ground. He has a grisly gash along the side of his head. It's a wonder he made it this far. His hand clutches a bloody piece of paper with a set of numbers scribbled on it. 51, 90, 38, 40, 11. Just write this down. 51, 90, 38, 40, 11. And I need to mark that I've done 21. Okay. I think that's the end of the round. So all pilots collect their dice, repeat phases 1 through 3 until we're done. So let's take our dice back. We're all super stressed out. I'm pretty sure I'm doing that right, that if I use a stress die, I have to increase stress. Yeah, I mean, come on. Energy down to 6. So because I started with so much stress, I don't think I have a whole lot of time to mess around. Plus I've only got 6 energy. If you don't have any more energy, then you take stress. Yeah. And then when your stress hits 10, then that's health that goes down. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start with Violet Ray. She gets 2 intelligence, but she needs 3 successes for this, and they have to be movement successes. So I think I'm going to roll 2 dice. Yeah, I'm going to roll 2. Man. Do I take a stress? Stress lets you re-roll something. I don't know if it's more than one die in world exploration. You can re-roll any number of committed dice, or do I just say that it's unfortunate and roll different dice? No, I'm going to 6 to re-roll. Okay, I got a movement. I will not assign this stress die, but it's still used. Plus she has 2 intelligence, so that's the 3 successes that I needed to read 07. Oh, this had a failure thing on it. Good thing I didn't fail. You deftly hack into the door's system. There's a door there? Explore and move to card 7. So apparently there was a door there. I don't think there's any way Starla's getting through there. Well, she's got 1 intelligence. I mean, I have to commit a bunch of dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Violet Ray has 2 dice left. There's an Explore right there. There's an Explore right there for 1 die. I just don't know how much, like, looking around I can do because we're pretty stressed out already. Let me hold off on Violet Ray going anymore. I'm going to have Enver go. Let's look at the papers on the ground. Okay, it's not stress, so that's 18. Let's see if looking at papers is a wise idea. Project Rebound. After countless submissions and proposals, approval has finally come from the head of the Akarios Institute. No doubt they see the benefit in soldiers that heal 3 times as fast. I hope the medical impact will be more widespread than the military application. Rather looking forward to starting active testing tomorrow. It was just some story. So it's going to be like some of them are story and some of them actually like give you something probably. So let's just move on. We're going to go through here. Enver has 1 strength, but we can come through with fewer dice that can be anything from up here into this same spot. So we're going to go this way. Okay, it's not stress. We need card 6. I don't think I showed you guys that card. So here's card 6. Ooh, there's a dexterity thing there. And Enver is one of our dexterity characters. So he has a dexterity of 2. It's got to be movement, though. Let's just commit both of the dice. So we need to get movement here. We're doing this dexterity check. 2 stress. Well, I have to take a stress to re-roll anyway. I only need to commit 1 of the dice, so we'll just take the stupid stress. And we read 17. Success. You scale the crates at the top. There's one with a conventional tumbler lock. The lock appears to be broken. A firm tug confirms your suspicion as the lock falls off. Gain 10 credits. In world exploration, credits are not shared. So Enver will be going to, or getting 10 extra credits. Enver is out of dice. So do we try to get Starla through that door? I think I'm going to take Violet Ray down this way. Another stress. Another stress. We need card 5. Okay. So good that she's the intelligence person. So we've got an intelligence thing here. Another paper thing there. A really hard thing to do here. All right. But she's out of dice. Oh, man. I don't know what the right thing to do with Starla is. I did see that there was a failure on number 7 that you take damage. So I don't want to do that. She has 1 intelligence. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just it's all of her dice basically to get into the building down here. Or do I risk taking damage? Or do all of her dice basically just to get into the building there? I'm going to risk it. Let's risk it and roll 3. I need 2 movement dice on these 3 dice. Well, I got a wild, and I'll just take a stress. I will not commit this one, so I will not take a second stress. So this is 2 plus her 1 makes 3. I'll give her a stress. She's at 5 now. And let's just do this. Let's go through here for... Did I do 20? Did I look at that guy? Let me just check it real quick. 20. No, I didn't do that. But I'm going to move. I need to move. We got to find the supplies. Man, these papers. There's these papers all over the place. I have this feeling that they're trying to get you to, like, you do a couple of them and then you don't find anything, and then there's one that's like super important, right? I think that's everybody's dice. All pilots collect their dice. Yeah. All right, let's take a peek at our situation. 7 stress, 6 stress, 5 stress. We're starting a new round. We've got 5 energy though. It's just the stress that's going to start eating away at our health. Yes. I mean, I guess if I roll a stress, I don't have to assign it, right? It's just a wasted die. That could be a thing. And then maybe I just fail. So I just roll again to a different die. So it's right now I have more energy than looks like stress capacity. I'm going to start with Violet Ray. she's got 2 intelligence. Let's take 2 dice. We're doing this intelligence check here. It needs 3 movement successes. So we'll assign 1 movement, and then we just won't use the stress die. And that's number 8. So let me mark that off. Hacking this terminal for building plans would be hopeless, but someone left a sticky note with the password next to it. The password is password. You have downloaded the schematics. Each X represents a card. The exclamation point is the location of the repair package. Oh, sweet. That's not going to focus, but maybe you can see it on here. So the exclamation point is right here. Okay. So Violet Ray has 2 dice left. I think before I use her dice, I'm going to go on to somebody else. There's no like read anything. And there's no like arrow to open this up right here. Which is kind of weird. So let's move with Enver 1 die to card 11. I got some health packs and another terminal thing and a place we can move. Okay, so we moved here. Don't think we need the med packs unless they heal stress. That would be cool. Let's look at 16. It's a wild. On the screen on the terminal has an unopened incoming message. No possibility of aid or pickup at this time. Project Rebound must be kept secret. Please resolve issue on your end. No further communication. Akarios Institute Command. This message is from several days ago. Okay. I need more black cubes. Well, Enver has 2 dice left. I didn't look at what that one was. I'm not moved back though. Oh, there was another terminal right there. Violet Ray has 2 dice. There's like a dude standing up against the wall right here. But that takes 3 dice to look at. This is 3 dice. That's repeatable. I'm gonna do that one. Seems kind of important. All right, no stress. Good job, Starla. That's 11. A shimmer catches your eye, prompting you to tentatively reach your hand towards it. Immediately, a translight shield energizes around the room of cargo boxes. There's cargo boxes. A keypad is on the wall to your right. The security system appears to be high caliber. You've been warned that incorrect codes will trigger self-defense mechanisms. What do? You can do nothing to continue exploration, or you can enter a code and go to 28. We have a code, 5190 38 40 11. There's 4 codes written here. So I guess we do that. It doesn't really say like to go to a different, what I'm confused about is it doesn't say to go to a different one depending on what code you put in. Maybe when we go to 28, we read a different one for what code we put in. Okay. 50, yeah, you have to pick. So there's like 4 different things here that you can pick between depending on which code you put in. And we had that code 51, 90, 38, 40, 11. The shield disappears. Explore and move to card 12. Like, I didn't even know that there was a shield with cargo boxes. Okay. So we don't mark that one, I guess. Like, how else do you move into that room? That's really confusing. I mean, I guess, yeah, it said Starla moves into there. But if the shield's already down, oh wait, we have to read 14. It says stop and read 14. I guess I should put it over on the Zoom. So there's a 4 and a 23 and then a stop thing. Starla has 1 die left. Both of those are, oh, we got to read 14. Coming here was a mistake, is your first thought after hearing a high-pitched wailing. Startling the group, a terrifying creature jumps into visibility behind a glass wall. It proceeds to repeatedly smash its body against that glass wall in an attempt to get at you. The ugly beast looks humanoid except for the tendrils writhing out of unseen openings in its body, like a tentacled monster escaping its human confines. Cracks in the glass spiderweb from impact, and before you can act, it shatters. You only have a moment to decide how to react as the creature jumps through the window. Explore and reveal cards 1 through 12. So it basically opens up everything. Oh, if we had gone to 10, it would have done the exact same thing. We would have read the same thing. See, there's a way to move on to that card from this card. And here's the upper corner. Place a red cube on cards 10, 12, and 4 to signify the creatures. Got my supply of red cubes. Actually, I have some red cubes on these ships still. 10, 12. And 4. Okay. Go to 38. Creature encounter. This uses your action dice as a normal action would. What do you do? Read the entry corresponding to the number of assigned action dice to the skill check chosen. Go to 37 after performing the creature encounter for the first time. Okay, so wait, what? Read the entry corresponding to the number of assigned action dice to the skill check chosen. Oh, so we can run with dexterity and a movement or we can fight with strength. And Starla has 2 strength. Anybody else have strength? Enver has 1. Okay. And then go to 37 after performing the creature encounter for the first time. Do we have to do this? We probably do, right? Oh yeah, because somebody would have either encountered this creature or that creature. Okay, well, Starla has 2 strength. So she's already going to be able to kill it, because with 2, you kill it, but you will take a damage. So this roll is just to see if she's going to take stress. She's not going to, whoops. She's not going to take stress, because with a 2 or 3 attack, it says you fight and kill the creature, but not before taking some damage. So she has to take a damage. Remove a cube from the card. Then that was our first time doing the creature encounter, so we got to read 37. I think I'm doing this right. There's no end to these creatures, and they seem to be spreading throughout the research facility. At the beginning of each round, spawn 1 creature in each explored card adjacent to a card with the creature in it. No more than 1 creature can be in a single tile. If there are no creatures on the board at the beginning of a round, spawn 1 creature on cards 4 and 10. So even if we get rid of them, 4 and 10 are going to just keep spawning creatures. If a pilot is in the room where a creature spawns on the same tile, or if a pilot moves onto a card with a creature, the pilot must perform the creature encounter. If a pilot has no available action dice, they perform the creature encounter at the start of their next turn. If a player successfully runs, this ends their action phase. Oh boy. So with 3+ on running, you can move to an already explored adjacent card. Okay. All right. If a player successfully fights, they can perform their action phase as normal. So we got to spawn creatures. If we go to where a creature is, we have to encounter it. So Starla needs to stay there. We need to look in these crates. Oh man, do I even go up here? Wait, is this a typo? This one says 4 and that one says 4. Well, I'm going to search in 23 then, because this is where the thingy we're looking for is supposed to be. And if that's the same number, it wouldn't be over here, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Violet Ray has no strength, so she's not going to be a great fighter. She's got 2 dice left, but there's this dude up against the wall. I think we will... Let's start with Enver. We got to roll 1 die to go up here. Enver has 1 strength. I'm going to try to take this one out, so then this would be the one that spreads. So we have to move. Of course, we get a stress. And we attack. Well, we have to attack because we have a die left. Maybe this was dumb. This might have been dumb. Ooh, we got an attack. So with this, plus our strength is 2. So we take 1 damage, but we kill it. Because we have to get at least 2 successes to kill it. You got to get 4 successes to not take any damage. So now what do we want Violet Ray to do with 2 dice left? Do I care about the dude? Maybe not. Yeah, let's stay there one more round. So we'll use one die to do 24. Okay, it's not a stress die. Project Rebound. Results have been unproductive, and the subjects have been unruly once they realized that we would have to injure them in order to commence testing. A scuffle resulted in several orderlies being injured themselves. Fortunately, I convinced them that this was an excellent opportunity to benefit from undergoing testing themselves. Aggression seems to be rising with the increased testosterone levels required to boost healing. Okay. We need to mark that. So it seems like all the paper is just like story. I'm telling you, I bet you there's one here that's like has the secret to killing the red cubes, or it's like, oh, I don't know, 100 credits or something. There still are these medical packs down here. Maybe I have Starla. Okay, well, our turn is done. So, okay. End of round, we have to spawn in adjacent, right? 37, was it? Each explored card adjacent to a card with a creature in it. Yes. We spend an energy. We still have 4 energy. So the crowbar was pretty sweet to get. Is there anything else on the ground? The gun did nothing. Where was the stupid gun? Down here? That was a waste of 2 dice. There's like a jacket right there on the ground. Well, let's get our dice back. I'm going to send Enver over here to do this. So that's 1 die to move. Oh, man. He's at 8. And then 3 dice to explore 23. Oh, another dang stress. He's at 9 stress. You force open the crates until you chance upon the correct one. Inside is the egg-shaped crystal that makes a jump drive travel possible. You stuff it into your backpack as you hear not too distant sounds of screeching and rustling feet. It's time to get out of here, and quick. Read the success conclusion after all conscious pilots reach card 1. Okay, so we need to get back to here. And there's about to be a bad guy that spawns there. That's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Starla. Anybody else have strength? I guess, yeah, Enver has some strength. Let's do Violet Ray on... I wanted to explore this 26. If she does that, then she can't move. That's all right. Let's check it out. There's, like, this dude has his face up against the wall. He's like the only living person here. Haha, no stress. And these are all wild for 26. Why have you come to my hell? A person is leaning against the wall, wheezing to himself. Who are you? One of the group asks. I am Dr. Romero, he coughs, blood sputtering from his mouth. He's the guy that's been writing those papers that are all over the place. Have you met my friends? I tried to make them better, but I was a bad doctor. His eyes close. His breathing sounds wet, like it's through a damp cloth. You should go, before my friends come. They won't like you. It'll be worse if they do. You can see the doctor is verging on the brink of death. He's not making any sense. What to do? We can leave him alone to die, stay with him as he passes, or put him out of his misery. Stay with him as he passes. Well, we could have done this before the red cube things spawned. I was thinking maybe if we spend too much time, maybe it's going to say something like spread the cubes. This is like Seventh Continent meets Pandemic. I guess I could zoom in. Let's stay with him as he passes, I guess. Putting him out of his misery seems not like something that our cadets / pilots who work for the military would do. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if they were further in their career and more jaded. Stay with him as he passes. Okay, choose and go to 29. End your turn and lose 1 energy. Gain a pilot skill. Oh, that's cool. What does end your turn mean, though? Does that mean Violet Ray is done? I think that means Violet Ray is done, because it doesn't say end the round, right? But Violet Ray is going to get a pilot skill. Unfortunately, these rewards are not shared across everybody. We will go for half of this +1 card. Is that what we want? I think so. Yes. We're going to make her modifier deck better. Well, she only had 1 die left anyway. All right, so now we're going to have Starla try to go and kill some stuff out here. It's 1 die to move. Okay. It's another 1 die to move. Okay. And now we have to do a creature encounter. If we use 1 die, we're guaranteed, because we have 2 strength, to take out the thing. We have 1 die left over. We can't move. A creature's going to spawn here again. But it's better than a spreading, because Violet Ray would have to fight it or run from it. Running is dexterity. Violet Ray has 2 dexterity. So what is the dexterity? What's the run one? With 2, you manage to escape. You take a damage. In your actions for this round, if you got 3+, then you still have to end your actions for the round. You don't perform any more creatures, but you don't take a damage, any more creature encounters. Oh, this one's going to spread into there anyway. Yeah, but that'd be an easy way for her to run to move to down there, instead of doing 3 strength. So, yeah, they were talking about this scenario. Yeah, that's right. On the stream, on the rules stream, when they were talking about how things will spread through the walls, I get it now. There's no door here, but it will spread through the wall. Yeah. Well, we have to do this fight. It's just, do I commit 1 or 2 dice? If I commit 1, I can do this looking at that dead body. So we'll commit 1. It's a stress. So Starla goes to 6. Takes a damage also, down to 4 health. And then we'll look at that thing there. 20. There's a dead body on the ground. You carefully step over it. Great. Well, let's mark that we foolishly did that. All right, so end of round. We have to spread here, here, and here. Get our dice back. Use up energy. Okay, now we're basically running. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Enver's just gonna run. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's shorter, I think, to go this way. Okay, let's just have Enver go. Ooh, do I look at these med packs on the way? No, let's just run, like as fast as we can. What's the shortest way for Starla to go? We have to take care of that. So that's 1 die. It's 2 dice to go out there. And then another die to fight that one. Yeah, let's do Starla's turn first. So we'll fight that guy. So we take a damage. Now 2 dice to move. No stress. And let's fight that guy. We take another damage. We're at 2 health. Maybe that's not so great. That's going to spread. We'll have to fight it. We have to move and fight. How do we do this? Can I get there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna have to take Enver this way and have Enver fight because Enver has more health and he has 1 strength. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna roll all 4 of the dice because he's just moving. So the wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to take a health hit from stress. Now the question is Violet Ray. Does she try to fight? She has no strength. Or does she just run? She's got some stress still that she can take for rerolls. I need two shooties. I'm gonna risk it. And I got 2 movement. I'm gonna take a stress to re-roll. Oh, and I only got 1 success. I don't think that's very good. Yes, 2 damage. That was terrible. Now we're gonna run with these 2 dice. Oh no, 2 stress. I will take 1 stress to re-roll both of them. Now I get two attacks. But I have 2 dexterity. You managed to escape. Move to an already explored adjacent card. Oh, I should go like this. I mean, based upon the ruling that they said in the thing, that should be fine. I don't like that though, so I'm gonna go this way. But she does take a damage doing that. Okay. We just need 1 conscious person to make it to the end. So end of the round. Spread, 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 spread. Get our dice back. Energy goes down. All right, we got to play our cards right here. Enver has 1 strength. So let's just do Starla first. Do 2 dice, and maybe she won't take damage if we get lucky. She's got a lot of stress, so we can re-roll this until we end up with 4, or try to get 4 attacks. We're attacking this cube guy here. Oh, right, look at that, that's perfect. With 4 successes, the guy dies, we take no damage. Enver's gonna move with 1 die. Now Enver has to do the encounter. He's got 1 strength. He's gonna roll 2 dice against that guy. So he got a stress and a wild. So let's just not assign the stress. We'll assign the wild. So that's 2 successes. He takes a damage, and this guy goes away. Now Starla is going to move down. Okay, no stress, it's fine. Starla's gonna move down. That's fine. She has no action dice, so she would have to do a creature encounter at the start of her next turn, based upon that rule. Enver's gonna move. He got a stress. He's just gonna take the damage because he's at 10 stress already. Now Violet Ray is going to run with all 4 of her dice. She has a move, so that's 3. I think she needs 4 to not take any damage. Nope, she just needs 3. Because she has a dexterity of 2, we'll assign this wild and just not assign the rest of these. She runs from the creature, takes no damage, does not have to do any more creature encounters. Okay, so this thing said, read the success conclusion after all conscious pilots reach card 0-1. It was close, but we made it. We had 2 health, 1 health, and 2 health. 9 stress, 10 stress, 6 stress. We started with a bunch of stress, though. I could have done some re-rolling and stuff if I didn't already have so much dang stress. A lot of stuff I didn't look at, though. Like this locker, this jacket. We helped that guy. I should have marked that, but whatever. All right, so where is the success? Right here. You get back to your ships just in time. The creatures swarm towards you, but a few blasts from your ship's aft cannons clear a number of them away. You pull back on the controls and lift away, leaving the chaos below you. You can't get back to the Sparrow's hangar fast enough. Once you've docked, you sit in your cockpit catching your breath, trying to make sense of what you've just seen. You barely notice Grease approaching, laughing as she looks at you. The look on your face. I bet you haven't been that scared since your mama came after you with a wooden spoon. There's an awkward silence, and the pilots stare blankly at her, still too shaken to get angry. Grease shrugs, obviously. Oh, no, obliviously. Oh, for crying out loud, get over it. You're all here. You've got all your fingers and toes. That's better than most other people today. Now, where's my equipment? Oh, the Sparrow gains 4 supply. We get a pilot skill, and we go to scenario 9. Go to scenario 9. Scenario 9 is a space combat, so we will do the space combat next time. But I gotta get pilot skills, and the Sparrow's gonna get 4 more supply. Okay, so that was our first world exploration. Like I said, it got a little hairy there. Next time I will show you the modifier deck cards that I got when I took the pilot skill from the last scenario. Yeah, I'm still kind of really curious on the other stuff that I didn't look at on some of these. I guess I could have probably got the med packs, but I think I went the other way. I went the other way. Teaming up was the right thing to do to get away from those bad guys, and then realizing that I could have re-rolled some still with Starla. The crowbar was awesome. Definitely giving her 2 strength to fight off these red cube, whatever they were, zombie creature things. All right, there you go. There's another episode of Akarios. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoy everything I'm putting up on the channel. And I will see you next time for some more space combat.